Well now. Have no heart, you have no shame. You take true love and give the blame. I know that I should leave, but then I just can't go. You and again. Well, Mr. Kerwood is getting the Studebaker steering set up.
What do you think?
I think it looks good. He's got his box mounted here, and working on a double D and a Heim joint support. Huh? Looks good. Hello there, ladies and germs. Hey, I got a little bit of sun today. I can see that. I can see I'm red. Went to a car show today, and it was just fantastic. It was a great day. A really good car show, and it was a little warm, you know, but we had a shady parking spot. We left out early this morning. Oh, I only got about 4 or 5 hours sleep last night because we headed out early to get a good space up there. I'm at Kerwood, and my neighbor Darren for breakfast, and a couple other fellas showed up, and we all caravanned up together. It's about 30, it's actually 33.5 miles from my house to this little town where the show was. Beautiful drive, and it was so fun to have all of us going up together in our rat rods. And anyway, it was just a real good day. I want to show you this. I haven't showed you guys this. I picked this up at the swap meet over in Monroe this spring. If you're running a collector plate on the back of a vehicle, which I am, you can put whatever plate you want on the front. If you've got a pair of them, you can run these as antique plates in the state of Washington, which have on my Impala. It has the original 1963 plates that were assigned to it when it was brand new. But anyway, since it was only one and it's kind of beat up, it was really cheap. It was about, I think I gave the guy 20 bucks for it, and you know, a nice set can go 500 bucks for a really, really nice restored set or a nice vintage set. Usually you can get a set for 100, 125 bucks. But anyway, here's my $20 bargain here. But that's what I'm going to run on the front of the Dojelac, I think, since it's a 1940. It is titled as such. That's what it is. And I had something else I wanted to show you guys from the car show today. I took the little Rockabilly Rat up and came home with this. Here, I'll let you guys get a little closer look at that. You can see it says, what does it say? Waterville Rollers 2017 car show, best rat rod. So they make up some pretty cool trophies. But I told them, I mean, I know those guys, and I said, you know what, Bob, I'm going to use that carburetor. I can take that off and put it on old Fred the flatbed. So that's my little trophy that the rat rod took home today. But it was really a fun show and a good time. And another thing, last night I worked out here in the shop. I worked on the Dojelac here. First time I worked on it since about November last year. So that felt really good. I was telling Kerwood and my friends up there, I said, Man, it just felt so good to get out in the shop and get my hands all greasy and dirty, and my face was all dirty, and I cut my arm, I was bleeding everywhere. It was wonderful. It just felt so good to be back wrenching a little bit. I kind of got myself in trouble here a couple weeks ago. My son and his friend were up here replacing rear leaf springs on a big Ford pickup, and you know that bolt gets stuck in there, seized up in there in the end of that main leaf spring, and they couldn't get it out, and you know, it's just, they didn't ask me to do it. It's just my nature to want to help. I see a couple of young guys working on a rig, and I jumped in there, and my son tried to save me from myself. He tried to discourage me. I picked up a hammer, and he goes, "No, give me that. I don't want to go to the hospital today." So, but I crawled in there and grabbed a pry bar, and I gave it a real hard pull, and something we were trying to get loose, and I felt like a little tear or something in my chest, and I go, "Oh man, I shouldn't have done that." But nobody's fault but my own. You know, they weren't asking me to do that. They were trying to discourage me from hurting myself. So I have only me to blame. But you got to keep pushing. If you just sit around, you know, for me, if I just sit around, I'll seize up, man. I got to keep pushing. I got to find out where the limit is, and now I know. So it took me about 2 weeks to heal up, but I'm healed back up to where I was and beyond that a little bit. So doing really well. I know how much kind of pressures and things I can apply to things. So it was probably good that it happened, actually. It'll slow me down a little bit. But it felt so good to work on the Dojelac, and I took a little bit of footage last night of what I'm working on right now. So maybe I'll throw some of that footage up and let you guys take a look. And mainly, I guess my whole point is it's just good to be back wrenching a little bit. It's been a long dry spell. See ya, and appreciate you.